You already know what it is. Holla at your boy. 𝐿𝐴K in the building. That's TV. You feel me? Holla at your boy. Jumping straight in. Cause that's what I do when I do what it does, and I make it look so amazing when I do what it does. You feel me? When we talk business, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily they want me to talk business, but I'm gonna speak business and why it's so important to understand and know what you're doing and know how you're doing it. Because there's people, entities, or whoever there is, whoever they are, that want to challenge you to see if you know what you're talking about and know if you are who you say you are. So many times there has been procedures or attempts to challenge or stop the business of what I'm doing or understand it, or I don't know if it's a ban or people that's reporting the progress of what I'm creating and what I've done, and they try to undermine it and put themselves in as a roadblock to success. But in the definition of business, when you go to a wholesale, right, and you buying product, right, the person isn't asking you for credit. You feel me? Not asking you for credit. They're asking you if you have the funds to buy the products that you need, right? And you buy the products in wholesale to create a movement, to create product, or to add value to your creation, right? So how I always looked at it is like, okay, I have to become the billboard of success, right? I have to be the billboard of my situation and the landmark, the advertiser, the marketer, right? So I could take large amounts of money, right, and invest it into the creation of a brand, right? In the creation of success. All right. So we're gonna start off with the product, right? I'm gonna buy the product. Wholesale is blank, right? It's blank, right? It's coming from the distributor, right? So the distributor is gonna give me 12 hats, right? I'm gonna buy a hat for a certain amount of money, right? Which is a wholesale price. So I get 12 blank canvases, right? So I get 12 blank canvases. When I get the blank canvas, I then have the option to put my vision on it, right? Then after putting my vision on there, I am allowed to create value so that one can see the vision come to life, which now adds more value to my vision of success based off the blank canvases that I was getting, right? So when I'm going to these places, they're not asking me if I have credit, what my credit history is. They're like, yo, I got this product. I'm trying to make some money. I know you trying to make some money. It's not really my business what you're going to do with this product after, but I want to see what you do with this product, because once you start making product and you start to build on your success, you then become one of my best customers, right? And then I become one of the best customers when I'm getting customers, and I'm providing business, so there's circulation of business and success. So I take these wholesale hats, that's a blank canvas, I put my vision on it. I have to go to different people, right, for different type of labeling, designs, and branding and stuff like that. I'm coming with the creative idea. So not only do I provide my presence to become a customer, I also create customers. Then I also create an ecosystem of money circulation, because I'm going to spend money to invest, get a bulk of products, put my vision on there, sell my products, right? Put the people in places that's going to make the products for me, add value to what I'm representing, because when people actually see the live creations of what I'm making, right, the value of my product goes up, and I can then express, right, based off the quality of products that I'm making, right, my self-worth, which people buy into. When they buy into it, they become loyal customers because they know that I'm going to provide a product of quality. You feel me? Rain, sleet, snow, hail, blizzard, you know what I'm saying? Earthquakes, it's all been tested, different climates. The product stands strong, right? Then, as a martyr of the product, I create music, right? While I'm creating music now, the music is the advertising and the marketing of who I am, right? My story, and the product goes with it, right? So now I'm not just making music about anything. I'm making music about the journey and the story and the process of creating my brand and creating my storyline and my narrative. And it's actually visible that you can see it, because I have product, right, that I'm wearing. I also wear other different brands to show the versatility of how I could put things together, right? So I'm creating an ecosystem of success, not only for my brand, but other brands, right? So that I know how to coordinate success, coordinate value, and coordinate creativity, right? Once I start to do that, someone sees the way that I put my collaborations together, become inspired, buy into it, or they become inspired.
It's 10 o'clock.
Confirmation, right? They become inspired and want to add to my value or create a system of value just like mine, so that then they can become a part of the ecosystem. So if you have a brand that you're wearing or that you created, but I already built up the clientele to or the fan base to broadcast it, I can then be a martyr of your success, not only through music, but also through live presentation and my presence and the collaboration and coordination of how I put things together, right? So I don't need a credit check to be branded. I don't need a credit check to go to the wholesale. I don't need a credit check to go through the wholesale district or go to meet people that are creators. I just naturally make my product, sell my product based off the necessities of what people are looking for, right? So if it's raining outside and I got a coat and I raincoat and I put my brand on there, not only did I save you from getting wet, I also made you look good in the rain, right? If it was cold and you needed a scarf, I'm gonna make a scarf because I know it's cold outside, but while you got the scarf around your neck, it says my brand, LAB, Late Bloomers, you know what I mean? And now I've categorized my brand into different levels and different subsidiaries of success, which is 𝗬𝗵𝐵𝗶𝗯𝐲, LAB, jazz. It may say LAB on one thing. It may say 𝗬𝗵𝐵𝗯𝐲. It may say 8 on a t-shirt. You feel me? It may say Jazz America. It may say all these different types of, brands and I got more brands coming to you soon. You feel me? So I've made glasses, where it's branded on there. So to go through the test and trials of this process creates stamina and endurance in the road of experience and progression and value, right? Because I had to go meet the people that's making the product. I had to get the vision for the product. I had to also say, okay, well, I tried with this product. This is the material that I want. This is the material that I didn't like. I gave the product out just to see if it fit right. If it don't fit right, what adjustments do I need to make? All these things add up to why someone puts a certain price, right, on the brand. So when I'm selling my product for a certain piece, I'm not only selling it for a piece because of greed. I'm selling the product because of the labor and the value that I know I bring to the market. You feel me? And also the value that I add, right, to a person's self-worth, right? So if someone is seeing me advertise myself in a certain manner, right, and I'm wearing my clothes how I'm wearing it, and they may not have the creativity, right, or the drive or the inspiration to take those steps in the becoming yet, right? They could see me and emulate my style, or add to their repertoire of fashionable collectives. You feel me? So you may be a creator yourself, or you may be in that world of branding, fashion, and stuff like that. So when you see me in, you got a certain piece, but my hat go with your sweater, my glasses go with the accessories that you're gonna wear. My hoodie goes with your jeans, or it matches your shoes and stuff like that. That's the beauty, right, of creating a brand and creating a business. And there's no criteria that is recommended or demanded of you to be a model of success. You know what I'm saying? There's no criteria to define your own basil. You feel me? So when you basil and you creating your own version of how you want to be represented, that's fine. But on the business aspect of it, going back, right, there's no credit check for that. So I'm going to take my money, right? I'm going to take my $50, buy 12 hats, sell my hats for $100, right? You feel me? Now I got $1,200 off of $50, right? I take that. I sell one hat, sell one t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? T-shirt costs right now, I'm going to say $1,000, right? Right? I bought this t-shirt for a dozen for $50. Sold one t-shirt. That's a whole bulk of other t-shirts, right? Now circulating that, and I'm going back to market and I'm buying then I'm taking that money and I'm investing in stocks, right? Because 10% of everything that I make goes into my investment. So my stocks, my Forex, my music. So now I got money to mix. Now I got money to provide more product. Now I got money for my website. Then I'm also building up my self-worth and my value so that I can ask, right, for money, right? Because the bank needs you to ask for money. So when people say like, yo, don't ask for money and don't go into debt and stuff like that. Like, you have to go into some type of debt to become successful, right? That's just how the market works. Like, when you buy a stock, it goes down first. When you go into Forex, it goes down first, right? Only for you to learn the buildup of success and the buildup of income and stuff like that. So if you're a lender and you're bragging about being a lender and you got money and shit like that, if you got money and stuff like that and you just using it to flaunt, lend me that money so I could quadruple the amounts. You know what I'm saying? So I could go put it into more products. So I could build up my YouTube page. So I can build up real estate. So I could build up stocks. So I could build up Forex. So I could build more brands and products, right? So when someone's thinking that you're crazy in the sense of like business creation, it's only because the risks that they aren't used to taking. So when someone's seeing you taking certain risks to get money, right, and they're not providing you any type of options, and the options that they do provide are systematic and only keeps you here, right? One goes to find the alternative to build success because based off the certain principles that are taught within the curriculum of education, there isn't much of a alternative within those confinements of teaching, right? So one has to learn about the bartering system and the trading system in order to multiply funds and income and stuff like that. And I don't see the importance of bragging that one is a lender and you got all this type of money and stuff like that. It's good for conversation, it's good for marketing. I understand that aspect of it. But if you want your money to grow and you want your money to quadruple and multiply, it would be best to invest it into people such as myself, you know what I'm saying? Invest in 𝐿𝐴𝐾 because I know how to expand the brand and multiply funds easily if you're built tough to withstand the process of watching one or being a part of a company becoming uberly successful in the manner of step-by-step building and the architecture of what it's supposed to look like to become successful. So once you get that, I am a businessman and I'm a businessman, you feel me? Like, I could have easily, or I have easily, been blowing money and stuff like that. And then you do reward yourself because you have to maintain the sanity of living in a society. So within the work of walking miles and talking to 1 billion people, you do want to go out, you know what I'm saying, get something to eat, go get a drink, buy yourself some nice things and stuff like that, right? To get that out of your system. Also, you do want to take a percentage of your profits and reinvest it into the success of what you're doing, and reinvest it in yourself, and reinvest it into the mindset of who you are and what you're becoming. And you will then be the poster child, like myself, of these type of things. You feel me? Because I had to invest in my body, right? Had to invest in my body, had to invest in my diet, so that if I'm gonna tell you that, yo, you need to stay in shape or you need to do certain things, I can't be that spokesperson if I'm not looking the part. You feel me? If I can't tell you to go invest in a product if I don't look the part. I can't tell you to represent your brand if I don't look the part. You feel me? I can't tell you to go to the studio and invest into a studio session or build your studio if I don't do that myself. You feel me? I can't tell you to go upload your music or go create a YouTube page and advertise yourself if I'm not doing that myself. So that's why it's important to educate yourself or learn yourself or put yourself on within business so that you can understand what works for you and what don't work for you. And you could put the people in a position that have done more research or have more experience in certain areas, right? So that it makes your life and your job more easier, right? So that you can move in a stress-free state of mind, and you don't have to overwork yourself to get things done. You feel me? And you won't have those questions and those doubts once you start applying and doing your own research. You feel me? And that's another thing when you're talking about people see your success, right? And then they engage into the success, right? Or they engage into the process of what you're doing, right? And they want the results, right? But they don't understand that the results took like years just to understand the concept, because it's gonna get super hard, pause, right? It's gonna get super hard, right? And then once you understand the concept, it becomes easy, right? So easy in the aspect of when you first getting started with some type of process or a product or some type of information, and you reading through the terminology and you're trying to understand what it means, you don't really have that mental capacity or the knowingness of understanding what you're reading in the terminology of what's being expressed in the information. So then you have to do your research. Once you get the research and you start to understand and you start to get the aha moments, you apply it, right? Then you apply the information, right? And once you start applying it, you start to fail, right? That's the word that they like to use, right? So then you learn, then you go back and you learn and you say, okay, well, did I do this? Then they say, like, case study. So you have to case study yourself and be like, yo, okay, this is how it works, this is how it works, this is how it don't work, boom, boom, boom. Then it becomes easy and you move at a state of ease, right? And you make your situation look easier. The thing that I don't understand is, I mean, there's people and you gotta wait your turn and stuff like that, right? I understand that because that is true in a sense, right? And also, I just don't agree with like the challenges that they try to put forth because of like freedom of expression, and it don't make sense. Like, it's the land of the free, right? So I'm supposed to be free to advertise, free to do my thing, right? In the realm of that, right? when it becomes in the realm of paid advertisement and stuff like that, yes, when the money is allocated and can be invested in those areas, those things get done automatically if one is serious about investing in himself. To create those challenges and stuff like that, the market becomes oversaturated with the hustle, right? So it's like someone is gonna say, like, you trying to hustle, or they come off as a hustle, but it's not a hustle when you got the skills that is being backed by the hustle, right? Which more so is a systematic business of marketing, promoting, and advertising, right? So one has to advertise himself, market himself, align